Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Shreya, and I'm the founder of Memoa. And today we're doing our collection spotlight series, and I'm here with.
LPS Astra. So nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too. So, which part of the world are you based in?
I'm based in the Littlest Pet Shop community, and this is my mascot. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, which country are you from, or which
Oh,
country are you in right now?
I'm from Germany.
Oh, very
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. And looking back, looking through your doll, I know that you and your sister have, quite the big collection. You are
hmm
a prominent LPS collector, and we love seeing your LPS content. And you also have every Monster High doll that's ever been released in your room right now.
Yeah. To the public. Yes, that's right. Because as you've just mentioned, my sister is Annelie Monster, and we as twins try to collect every single Monster High doll that has been released to the public, and we reach that goal. And yeah, it has always been a dream of ours, and we're super like happy that it actually came true. But I'm not only like collecting Monster High with my sister, but also different doll franchises and Littlest Pet Shop.
Amazing. So, how did you get into collecting dolls, and how did you get into collecting LPS?
So I probably started with collecting LPS when I was very little. Um, I loved LPS as a child. I always played with them. And then I kind of grew out of Littlest Pet Shop and got more into the doll world. So I stopped with collecting LPS for a time, longer period. And then I found the dolls. I found Monster High, and I felt like comfortable in Monster High and accepted in Monster High. That's also the whole message of Monster High, like their uniqueness, like show off your freaky flaws and be proud of yourself. So I really love that message. And yeah, then I also found different doll franchises, just like Ever After High or Wings Club. I really love Wings Club. Or Barbie, Rainbow High, My Scene. So I collect a lot of different franchises. Yeah, and I love it. And
Amazing.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. And we talk a lot about like the power of collecting, right? Like you
hmm
said, Monster High has such a great theme, like embracing your inner diversity and flaws and all of that, and embracing your inner monster. Heading over to LPS. So I know that are you into customizing LPS as well, or customizing your toys?
Not really. I did do one custom in the past, and it was a custom of my cat because he's very dear to me. So I needed to customize at least one LPS to just have like this experience. I mean, everyone probably like experience just customizing one of their littlest pet shops if they are collecting them. So I also had to do that like once in my lifetime, and I did. But I'm not really into customizing my pets. Yeah, I
That's
just keep
still
them
fine,
as they
and
are.
that's super cool. Even customizing your cat is a super cool thing to have.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that with my dog, but he's a lab, so I need to find the LPS lab retriever.
Yeah.
So speaking of favorites, do you have a favorite doll or Monster High doll or favorite doll brand or favorite LPS like animal type or anything? We'd love to talk about your
Um,
favorite.
yes, of course. So for dolls, I absolutely like love Ever After High. Um, this might come to a surprise to many because, we have all of the Monster High dolls, but that's just more a thing of my sister. She is totally into Monster High. But for me, it's actually Ever After High. I fell in love with Ever After High the most, and I felt like very accepted in that world and very like that was my main thing back then, and it's nowadays too. But yeah, that's probably. And I also love Wings. Like Wings Club, I don't know if you know about Wings
Oh,
Club.
I do, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So I really love Wings Club as well. Um yeah, I just feel these are like my girls. I love the whole group, every single Wings character there is. And for Littlest Pet Shop, my favorite pet or mold is the Great Dane. I also love the Basset Hounds. They have like very long ears and a very short body, and it's super cute. But I do love the Great Dane LPS mold, and this one particularly is my favorite LPS of all time.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, I also love the superhero shorter cat. This is like a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive pet, but this one is like my favorite pet of all time. I just love its design and its different colored eyes and just like overall look. Like that's also the reason why I use it as a mascot because I just love it so
Yep.
much.
Yeah. We'll definitely show that off.
Yeah.
So do you collect anything other than dolls in Littlest Pet Shops, or that's your main kind of story there?
That's basically my main kind of story there. I do had a phase of like K-pop. So I
Oh my
I
God,
still listen.
same. Yeah.
I
I'm a
still listen.
huge K-pop fan, yeah.
I still listen to K-pop every now and then, and I love to keep up with, the whole Korean pop culture. But yeah, that was basically it.
That's really cool. So we often on Memoa we talk about your memories and stories, right? And the nostalgia you have as a collector. So do you have any favorite memories or stories or, Memoas, if you would call that?
Mm, yeah, I mean, for instance, I do own the San Diego Comic-Con superhero shorty, just like I mentioned before, or one of the rarest LPS, the licensing show turtle. It is like super rare, and I still can't believe it that I own it. But I have like a very
I'm sharing
dear,
your Memoa profile so we can
yeah,
see you
yeah.
live. Yeah.
So it is like a very dear pet to me, and the story behind this, like getting the licensing show turtle, that's the story I want to tell. It was like very random, but so cool at the same time because one day my sister and I were just sitting on our couch watching TV, and it was at night, and my father wanted to go to bed. Um, but we've watched a Littlest Pet Shop YouTube video that was made by LPS Honey. You might know her because she's
We're
like a very.
interviewing her next, actually.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I love LPS Honey. We also did a video together if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, we also made a reel together. So she's a very nice and sweet person. But we watched a video of her, and she was talking about her licensing show turtle and her story of getting it. She made a whole YouTube video about it in the past, and I was like not, I wasn't jealous or anything. This was like admirable. So I was watching her video, and I always said like, no, I won't be getting this licensing show turtle ever. Like it's such a rare pet, and I'm living in Germany, so no way that I can like get this pet. So and then we're just watching the video. My father was like, you know what? I will find this turtle for you. And I was like, no, this is like not impossible. It's impossible. You won't find any kind of these turtles because they are so rare. There are only like 200 till 500. We don't really know the exact number of the pets that were released of this turtle, but it's like a very limited amount of these turtles. So no, you won't find the turtle. And he was like, you know what? I will find it. And at the exact night, like the same night, he actually found a seller that listed this pet in the past but didn't sell it. And my father was contacting the seller because he listed the pet, but didn't sell the pet, and he was like contacting the seller if he could, if he still owns the pet, and the seller actually responded with yes. And yeah, everything came around, and we got the turtle of the seller, and we also paid like a lot of money for it, but compared to prices nowadays, it was a good deal, I would say.
Definitely. That is such an incredible story. It kind of talks about the community aspect, like you getting to
Yeah.
know this through LPS Honey, but also
Yeah.
the connections, like the fact that your dad paid, I mean, bought that for you is like such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, definitely. Like I feel so blessed and grateful for it. Like, oh, it's just such
Mhm.
a unique pet to have in your collection. It also felt like completing your collection in some sort of way after receiving it. It's like a very weird feeling, but I think everyone who owns this pet can like relate. And I know that not a lot of people own this pet, but you know,
Yeah.
it's still a great feeling.
Amazing. And so we also have this little candy fairy. I wanted to talk
Oh,
about this because this caught my eye, and you'll see Celeste's comment here. Celeste was the first and I think only LPS collector on Memoa for a while now. Obviously, that's changed by a lot, but I remember, Celeste was saying like, "Oh my gosh, I wish more LPS collectors would come to Memoa." And now I know she's so happy looking at all these uploads. But I love the candy fairy. I love when, LPS becomes really creative with their designs.
yes, definitely. I think the fairy line is also one of the most underrated lines in general when it comes to Littlest Pet Shop because, there were so many creative designs, like you've said. But there were also many different kinds of fairies. Also got the dragons with the fairies. This was like the first appearance of the dragons. And yeah, I think that's just really cool to have. Like it's not just regular pets, but also to have some of the fantasy things, like some of the fantasy pets. Fairies aren't really pets, but you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like that's such a cute idea, and I kind of miss this era. Like I really want the fairies to come back.
Yes. Um, I love that. And then you actually have some pretty cool merch. So let's show this collection. So you have a book, a puzzle, and you have the Pez dispensers, which is actually very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I didn't know about the pest dispensers too. Like I was very surprised to see them actually, but I had to buy them immediately when I saw them. Yeah, it's just such like Littlest Pet Shop made so much merch over the past years. This is like only like few items that I own. I still have a lot of other things that I own. I own bags of Littlest Pet Shop too, and like plushies and different kinds of things. But I really wanted to show off these specific items because this is like not the regular stuff that you can find of merchandise of Littlest Pet Shop because bags and everything like bed sheets, for instance, or something that's more common, I feel like, and people know that these types of merchandise items exist. But for these specifically, like the Pez dispensers or maybe even the puzzle, I don't know, it's like not as common to see these kinds of merchandise items. Yeah.
Very cool. I was even shocked to see the Pez dispensers. That's awesome. And then you also have the Mystery Littlest Pet Shops here.
hmm Yeah,
Um, Go
I
ahead. Yeah.
want yeah, I wanted to show off some pets that are aren't really that known about. Like people maybe don't know about these pets because they are like a mystery, and some people might think that like where are they from? Like how did they even appear on the LPS market? I don't even know. But that's like the whole beauty of it, I guess. And that's why I also wanted to show off these pets, especially like the new gen Littlest Pet Shop that you can see as well in there. The G7 Cheese Cat or Butter Cat.
Yes.
Yes, it's also a mystery pet because we know where she was released and where she was sold, but we don't know any like she doesn't have a number. She's not on any kind of checklist or like collector's guide. So you can't find her in general, but she was released in countries like France or the Netherlands, but that's basically it. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's amazing. So a bit of like a meta question, but we created Memoa so you can, connect with other collectors and show off what you own, but also show off your
Mhm.
memories and stories. Do you have a
Yes.
favorite part about Memoa or what kind of stood out here that you'd like to share?
What kind of story I would like to share or like picture that I posted?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so um I think I mean I like everything. But my favorite part about Memoir in like general is that you can, post about your collection and share stories like you've said, but also connect with other people and um just with the community. I think my favorite post or picture that I posted on Memoir is my Brooke Hayes shorter cat. It's like the yellow one with blue eyes.
Let's try and find
Yes.
it. This one?
This one. Yeah. I
Oh,
think
wow.
yeah. So she's known. to be like Brooke Hayes from the LPS Popular series. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's basically a series that every LPS collector um, watched, like basically watched. Like if you haven't watched LPS Popular as a LPS collector, then I don't know, but I don't know if you could consider yourself an LPS collector actually.
Mhm.
It's like it was very historical for the LPS community and had a huge impact on the LPS community and also on the pets and their value. So this pet right here is a shorter cat. Its number is 339 if I remember correctly, right? Um, and yeah, she basically was the mean girl in the series. So LPS Popular in general is a high school drama series, and it's basically about two girls who knew each other from the past, but one of them moved and then the other one also like then some time had passed and then the other one of these two also moved to the same exact place where her um one's best friend also moved. So then they meet again in a high school, in their high school. And this specific character, she was super nice in the beginning, but after moving to a new city and to a new school, she got the mean girl of the whole high school. And she was known for being just a total brat. Um, and yeah, she was called Brooke Hayes, and this was my favorite character in the show. I know it's kind of weird, but I always sympathized with her because she, just didn't like really have a great like life. We don't know anything about her dad, and her mother was always working, so she had a really hard life, and I feel like most people didn't really understand her, but I always had like sympathy for her, and after getting this pet and like having her in my collection is I was very happy about it. Like I was very happy about it to get her. I also spent like 20 euros for her. Um, which is okay. Nowadays she goes for 50 dollars, euros. So yeah, I think that was a good deal in my opinion. I also got her like a few years back, so she's a part of my collection for several years now, and I'm very happy about it. I do have Savannah, who's like the second main character or like the main character in the whole series. I do have her too, but I'm not too crazy about her, not gonna lie.
So that was an amazing walkthrough. So we went through all of your collection. And
Mhm,
so we're going to wrap up the interview at this
mhm.
part of the interview. So first of all, thank you so much. We loved learning about your LPS and your background as a collector. And we're excited to work more with you.